The following Best of Central Florida program is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
Welcome to the Best of Central Florida, joined as always by my beautiful co-host, Makaila Nichols. Makaila, how are you today?
Great.
This is going to sound kind of cheesy, I think, but when we started this show, we didn't know exactly why we were doing it. I think if you ask either of us right now, we know why we're doing the show, and it is these small businesses and the small business owners that we get to meet every week. It makes it all worthwhile. It's an incredible experience. And today we're going to do much more of that. We're going to meet a lot of amazing people that are already friends of ours, people that are new friends of ours. Are you ready?
I am.
I almost get emotional thinking about it.
I know, it's
it really
incredible
is,
to really watch the growth of our friends and all these small businesses in Central Florida. There is so much that this community has to offer.
I know. You always do a great job, of course. Here's what we're going to do. A quick break. When we return, some amazing small local businesses. The Best of Central Florida continues.
Did you know that filing for bankruptcy can help you lower your mortgage or car payments or potentially help you eliminate your IRS or credit card debt? I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, call me now or visit youhavepower.com for a free consultation.
The Best of Central Florida, Makaila's Choice, is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
Welcome back, and if you own a house, you need to watch this next segment. We're on a putting green right now, number one.
Pretty cool.
So, when you think of Florida grass, you think of...
Horrible?
You say that all the time. You're like, oh, I want to go back to Buffalo where the grass is good.
So much better not in Florida.
This grass is absolutely amazing, and then provided by Dela Turf. I'm here with Ryan and the whole crew. Guys, how are you? Good to see you.
Good.
So you think of artificial grass, the first thing I think of, I immediately go to pets, because people are like, wow, that looks beautiful, but I have a dog, and I don't want to let my dog go out on that. Is artificial grass and pets, can they go together?
Yes. In fact, all of our turf is pet friendly, contrary to popular belief. So we can give you anything you want from mild to wild, but yes, all of our turf is pet friendly. We even have a infill called T-Cool, and what that is, it's a cooling agent that goes into the top of the turf, and it will reduce the temperature of the turf up to 50 degrees. It's also an antimicrobial, it's non-toxic, and comes with a 10-year warranty, so it's not something you'll have to continue to replace, year after year. So it's a great alternative to regular grass.
I own a house, I love it, but every time I walk outside in the back, I'm like, oh, I don't like it back here. I don't know what to do exactly. Who calls Dela Turf in that situation?
Anyone,
yeah.
Any homeowner, anyone that's fed up with their backyard, they hate the way it looks, they can't get grass to grow, they just want to redesign, we can help them with all of that.
I also think about outdoor kitchens. We do live in Florida, and yes, maybe it's hot during the summer, but you think about the rest of the year, it's so beautiful. Like, cooking outside seems so awesome, so fun. You don't have to go out to restaurants. You can spend the whole evening out there with the family. How can you transform my cooking environment outside?
So we can build outdoor kitchens as well. They're very customizable as well. So we're not just kits, we build them on site. And let's say you put it under or out in the sun, we can actually put a pergola over top of it, so that way it's covered from the rain and the wind and everything like that. So you can sit under there and not bake to death while you're trying to bake food. So
we're on this putting green. Obviously, I'm dominating her at this putting contest, as you can see, as always. And this is a wonderful putting green, large putting green. But I mean, for people at home who own a house, you can get something smaller as well. You do all sizes, correct?
Definitely. We can do everything from very small to very large. We can do a real sand trap, or we can actually do a fake faux sand trap out of white turf. So again, no maintenance involved.
I love it. What?
No, I'm glad. And there's some rays, whatever they're called.
Undulations.
Yep, undulations.
And no one else can do that, really. These are undulations. These are the
only guys that can do it.
This place, the whole facility, amazing. I'm blown away by what you guys are doing. I want to kind of check out some other parts here. Can we do it? Let's go check it out. I mean, when it comes to living in Florida, outdoor living is super important. And Dela Turf really kind of, Ryan, does it all. You really do. We're standing under a pergola right now. You have the beautiful pavers. I think about resale value of a home also. How do you think that doing all of this outdoor stuff that you do affects the resale value of a home?
Definitely raises the resale value. When someone's looking for a home, obviously they're going to be looking for an outdoor living space as well. So if we create that before they buy it, it's going to be a huge selling point.
It seems like there are so many people out there who know that their outdoor living space is just having issues, but they don't really know what to do. Should they call you? Will you come out and say, these are all the ideas that we have?
Definitely, yeah. We can come out and actually put a design together for them. So if they're not really sure what they even want, we have design people on staff that we can come out and just design something for them.
It's amazing how you feel, I imagine, when you go to someone's house before you've come out, before Dela Turf has come out, and you do all the things there with the pavers, the pergolas, the outdoor living accessories that you provide. How do you feel when that's done and you see the customer smile on their face when they've totally transformed their home?
It's amazing. It's amazing. Customer satisfaction is everything for us, but it's instant gratification for us as well, obviously, because we can see what we built and just showcase that basically.
When it comes to any kind of contractor, and especially in Florida, because we have so many really unscrupulous people who come here. We have people after a storm who, roofers, they're chasing storms. How important is trust to us here at Dela Turf when it comes to your customers?
Trust is mega important to us. I mean, obviously we want to make sure our customer trusts us with whatever that we can do for them, basically.
Yeah, and I think about, again, I just keep coming back to outdoor living. Think about Friday night. You think about Friday night, a long week of work, right? You're like, well, I could go to dinner or I could go spend that evening with my family. Everything right there. It really transforms people's lives, what you do.
Definitely. I mean, if they can go outside and, step into their outdoor kitchen while they're covered, maybe if it's raining outside, stops them from having to drive the hustle and bustle, especially at a Friday afternoon. Just stay home and cook with the family.
Talking about driving, I think this is really important. How far do you travel to reach your customers?
We go very far. So we can do anywhere from Palm Bay to Palm Coast to the Villages. We've done jobs in Haines City and Davenport and everywhere in between.
One of the things that I've noticed when I drive through my neighborhood, and my driveway right now is just a regular concrete thing, and my neighbor has the pavers on the driveway. It's like transformative of their house, and I kind of get mad at them. Do you do driveway pavers?
We do driveways, pool decks, patios, walkways, you name it. If it's concrete, we can probably rip it out and replace it.
I own a home. I know I'm not happy with my outdoor situation. When do I know it's time to call you?
When you're not happy.
Yeah.
That's the time to call us, because we can come in and design whatever you like or whatever you're looking for. We can fit within budgets, everything in between. So
if you own a house and you're not happy with your outdoor living situation, I think there's one thing you need to do, and you need to do it today. Call my friends at Dela Turf. They will come out there. They won't charge you a penny to come to your house, give you some ideas of what you can do to not only influence how you love your home, it's going to help your resale value as well. At the end of the day, think about Friday night. We come home. You don't want to go anywhere because your outdoor living situation is so amazing. Again, it costs you nothing for an estimate. Have them come out there today.
We are at one of our favorite spots here in the heart of Winter Park, AJ Chocolate House. I mean, I love
favorite spot,
actually. I love chocolate. I love sweet things. The owners are super sweet. They literally, your chocolate out of this world. Thank you. I'm mind blown. Like every time I come here, it's like I can try a new thing. I can always have my chocolate mousse, which is to die for, by the way. But tell me a little bit about your food program.
So we have food all day. We not only have these beautiful chocolates and cakes and desserts, but we also have brunch and we have evening plates. All light plates that you have plenty of space for dessert.
Yes, and mimosas on the weekend, right?
Yes, bottomless mimosas on the weekend, but we do have wine every day.
Absolutely. And one of the things I love, it's family owned. I mean, this literally came over from Lithuania, and this is the first location in the United States. How important is this business to you and your family?
Well, this is a family business, so when you have your father's initials on a wall,
no pressure.
No pressure. You have to make it ideal, because if you do something bad or something not 100%, well, I will be held accountable. Simple as that.
Yes, and the chocolates, it's all flown in from Europe. So this is not chocolate you're finding here in America. Everything is flown in from Europe, which is amazing because you can travel to another country without leaving the heart of Winter Park.
Exactly, chocolates and cakes.
Yes.
Chocolates, cakes, coffee. Well, we brought a little piece of Europe to Winter Park.
The wines are European too, so everything is European.
Wow, well, good luck getting rid of me because we're going to be here all the time. Do yourself a favor and check out AJ Chocolate House today.
Duane has become such a big part of our lives. It keeps us cool at the house, of course, too. Sergio has been a big part of that. Introduced us to Duane through Old Dash. I'm seeing Duane more and more, Sergio. I feel like Duane has come into this market and really changed things up in some ways. It's given people an alternative. How is Duane really taking over here in this market?
Really well. I mean, we've been here already 7 years, but it's a very competitive market. So coming into the great Central Florida area and having a brand that provides the quality at the right price, you know, it's been very good for us and for the consumer, you know, having this alternative as a value brand.
Yeah, it's been a blessing for us as well. So much so that we're here now at Daytona International Speedway. Did I say it right? We're back in the pits. This is my first time in the pits, by the way.
Wow.
She was bragging the whole time here, like, oh, me and my dad went to the pits all the time. This is my first time in the pits. You're going to be racing the Duane car today. How do you feel? Do you feel nerves before the race or no?
Well, yes, a little bit always. I mean, it's a very intense, high adrenaline sport, and you know, you're sitting there, and we're going to be doing the enduro, so it's an hour stint I'll be doing. So a lot of concentration, a lot of sweating in there. So you know, but it's fast.
How hot is it in there for real when you're out there? Yeah,
it get hot, but I mean, we have a cooling system. You cannot see it, but I have it inside, and we have a cooler that puts cold water through my body. So, but it's fun.
I'm predicting a big win for you today. We're going to watch. I think the Duane car with Sergio is going to win this thing today.
Absolutely.
What do you think? I mean, if I was betting, I would say we're going to win. Sergio, good luck to you today, buddy.
Thank you for coming by, man.
Good luck. Stay safe, of course. Try to stay cool in there if you could. And do yourself a favor. Check out Duane today.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you're in debt and find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, call me now or visit youhavepower.com today.
The Best of Central Florida is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
Why, you might ask, am I in a convenience store, a grocery store here in Sanford, Florida? The answer is very, very simple. Number one, let me show you something. Look at these beers. Look at these amazing, have you seen these beers that we have here? This is better than any beer store that I've ever been to. Have you seen the food?
Yeah.
The food here is amazing. Makaila's here with me, of course, as well. It transforms
I had to accompany you because I feel like you would just spend your whole day
I would drink all of the beer, I get it.
Yes, and eat all the food, which is not a bad thing.
I think about growing up in Tennessee, and when I had my best burgers, I would have the chicken sandwich places. It was from these amazing stores, these local stores. The food was out of this world, and it is safe to say where we are right now, Upsala Grocery Store here in Sanford, Florida. So I can be joined by Jay Patel. This place is amazing.
You're going to have to kick him out, Jay.
I mean, you are. I'm probably going to hang out with you here all night.
Sounds good.
How in the world did you come up with this beer program, the food program right here in this not your average convenience store?
So initially, when we took over the store about 10 years ago, our plan was to fix the store. They had food, but they didn't have much options, and the beer was your regular beer that you can find at any gas stations and stuff like that. We started experimenting beer, and surprisingly, it's a big industry, and we do have our clientele, our regulars who do show us the support. And yeah, that's the beer industry, and with the food, we just keep adding more and stuff. One of our biggest sandwiches, tikka masala sandwich.
It's ridiculous.
He's literally drooling standing there looking at it.
It is outstanding. People travel for that. I mean, we have couples who come from Jacksonville just to eat this sandwich. This sandwich wasn't even supposed to go on the menu.
Some of the best sandwiches end up like that, though.
We were making lunch, and my crew was like, let's mess around with food, create something different. And I was like, all right, let's try something.
I made it and they were like, this has to go on the menu. Ends up being our #1 sandwich right now.
How does it make you feel knowing that you created an amazing beer store? So people come here from far away to grab beer. And then while they're here, they're like, we'll get a sandwich. Those people become people who come here from far away to get the sandwich and the rest of the food as well, and vice versa. How does that make you feel?
It feels good. I mean, it feels great that, being a small business owner, it's difficult right now. Any business. So to be successful and making people happy, and when people, they compliment your food, your service, it's a great thing. It's a great thing.
We were playing pickleball the other day because we play pickleball on the weekends, and literally we were talking about your amazing, like basically it's like a restaurant, in this not so convenient store. And they were like, Makaila, when you go there and you have to get a sandwich, like other random people just talk about it because your sandwich game is literally out of this world. So I think I'm gonna have to devour that prior to him getting his hands on it. I'm not going to do it now.
Oh, you do it now? No, do it right. Eat in front of everyone at home, please.
All right, you
do
guys
it.
keep talking. I'll try by.
This is the chicken marsala sandwich, right?
That's the chicken masala sandwich.
We just made this for the
Can I get
staff
all
at some
over
point,
me?
and now it's the best seller.
It's all over my face.
Wow.
That's really good.
How are you, Makaila?
I'm great.
You don't have you have nothing on your face, by the way. You're
Really?
oh no,
Not at all.
nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
Okay.
No, nothing on your
I
face
don't know if I believe
whatsoever.
you guys. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
a lot of people talk about, of course, they have the regular beer selection, and a lot of people will say, oh, we've got craft beers as well. This is something totally different than just saying, we have craft beers. Tell me about the beers.
We have over 400 different craft beers any given day.
400.
Any given day, 400, more than 400. Yeah.
I didn't even know there was 400 beers, to be honest.
You have different styles. You got something called smoothie style, which is this. You have a sour, which is from Tripping Animals over there. You have a mead, which is from local Zymarium. It's in Orlando. And yeah, it just depends on the taste. We have sweet, sour, spicy. We got bitter ones. We got something which is super sweet. Different style of beer. Yeah.
Let's say someone doesn't know necessarily as much about beer as the next guy.
And I needed to know like what to get. I mean, are you going to kind of like hold my hand and be like, hey, this is popular? Like, how does that work? Because if I walked in, I'd be standing here for a hot second.
We'll be asking you like, what do you guys normally drink?
Yeah.
And depending on that, we'll definitely suggest you some beers. But we'll make sure if you walk in here, you're walking out with beer and food. So
let's talk about the food for a minute, because again, this is not convenience store food in any way, shape, or form. I know the sandwich game is strong. Breakfast as well. You kind of have it all. People come here just to order food, don't they?
yes, sir, they do. People travel far away for just our food, and keeps us busy. And it's the crew. My crew is pretty good. They have been here for a while.
I met them when I got here today. They're
know
better than
exactly-
pretty good.
Yeah.
They're
They
pretty
know
amazing
exactly
guys.
It's like a
what I
family.
want. Yeah, it is a
And
family.
And
yeah.
that's what makes it awesome. I mean, I think these like small local businesses, it's a family. You're supporting a family environment.
And what makes a great sandwich oftentimes, Jay, is when the person that eats the sandwich still has
I know
dripping.
there's sauce
see
on my
that.
face.
And I don't know. Like, I don't
see
know.
that.
Should
There
I?
is.
Should I help
Just
her?
leave
Should I?
it. Let's
Brent's
just
here.
leave
Brent,
it.
should I help
No.
her or not help her?
No, I feel it.
I'm gonna get it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
I cleaned
Thank
it up.
you. It was just so good. I wanted to like get it later.
You own the store, obviously, but you eat here often as well. If you
Every day.
What are your favorite items to order here, food-wise?
For breakfast, I would say breakfast burrito.
Yeah.
Any given day. Lunch, it's
I mean,
a
this is
tough
pretty,
choice
this is pretty
between
great. I can't wait to eat more, not on camera.
tikka masala, our tikka naan, and our Philly cheesesteak. It would be a tough competition between
Yeah.
those three for me.
I agree. This place is absolutely amazing, Jake.
Thank you.
For having us, brother.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Thank you for stopping by.
And you don't have to live in Sanford. I mean, you
They're
anywhere,
driving from Jacksonville to
anywhere
come
in
here, so you
Central
have to
Florida,
come here.
anywhere in our viewership audience, you have to come here. Whether you're coming for beer or food, this is the place to go. I've had so much fun. You?
Me too. You're gonna be here a lot. I'm gonna be like, where
I'm
are
not
you?
leaving. Next time I
Oh,
see you
he's in
next week,
Upsala.
I will still be here.
There you go.
Quick break. Best of Central Florida continues.
It is never a bad time to prioritize your health, your well-being. That is why I come to Bellam Wellness. I'm joined by Dr. Zaidi. You are a primary care physician first and foremost, but you started Bellam Wellness. Tell me a little bit about why you started it.
Bellam actually has been my passion from quite some time. I wanted to do something a little bit more than the primary care, so we can take care of patients from inside out. We want them to feel better.
It means beautiful soul, right?
Beautiful soul, absolutely.
And I love that because not only do you offer some aesthetic services, but pain management, you really do it all. Tell me about some of the other services you offer here.
The main is, which I love the most, is my laser services.
I love it too. That's where I get my laser hair removal done.
So the most common, as you know, is our laser hair removal, but we do the fine lines, wrinkles, scars.
Spider veins.
Spider veins, absolutely. That's one of my favorite to perform, actually, because you can see the results instantaneously. And scars, as I mentioned, and brown spots, pigmented spots.
Because we all have something that we're a little insecure about because we always look in the mirror, but you really help people find the beauty within themselves and kind of fix those little imperfections along the way. Dr. Zaidi, I trust you with all my aesthetic related services.
Thank you so much.
And your family is so inspirational. I love the husband, the kids, all of them. I really enjoy coming here.
Thank you so much. And we look forward to continue giving service to you and the whole of the Central Florida.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. If you want to check out this amazing list of services, look no further than Bellam Wellness.
The best of Central Florida, Justin's Choice, is sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
What an amazing show today. I had an absolute blast from Upsala. No, I got it off, but you're about to have more sauce, I think. From Sanford, Florida here, the Upsala Grocery Store. This is not a convenience store. This is something incredibly special. You saw the beers, we tried the beers. The food was out of this world. I mean, this is like I'm transported to Toronto or a big city that have real food. This really reminds me of my childhood in a lot of ways, but on steroids in a lot of ways.
That was a long time ago, your childhood.
It wasn't as long as your childhood. Yes, I get it. That was a little shot at me.
Yeah, it was.
But at least I was not the one that had food all over my face during a lot of the program
food
today.
That they have here. I was just letting it simmer on.
But next time in that position, should I get the food off of your face, or should I let it just ride?
Just let it ride. Let me look at it later and be like, oh man.
A lot of times it's hard to believe that this is our job, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's pretty great.
I had a great time. You did a wonderful job, as
Thanks,
you always do. The beautiful Makaila, Nichols, Brent on site with us. So all of our amazing guests today, our crew back at the studio, you did amazing as always. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more Best of Central Florida.
The preceding Best of Central Florida program was sponsored in part by these fine sponsors.
Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.